Hello and happy Friday, everybody. So, a couple of announcements. We'll get to the announcements, I guess, but I wanted to give you a quick video just so you see my face again and I can kind of explain a little bit more of what I want you to do today before you get to it. Most of today, I want you to just focus on getting your writing done. Some of you will need time with your friends to kind of think through your thesis and what you actually want to claim and some evidence for that. And some of you just need the writing time. And I want you to chill out and relax and know that I've got everything handled for you. The other thing I want to talk to you about is with the prompt and my kind of expectations. So we have kind of a long prompt, and I want you to notice that it's made up of a lot of periods and one question mark. So the actual question that is being asked here is, what is the impact of ordering the trials in this way? Now, yesterday, you made your timeline, and I have given your lovely sub some candy so that you guys. I got the picture of the timeline, and it was very impressive. Impressive, and I'm very proud of you guys. So please take a piece of candy for making that lovely timeline for me. And you should have some sort of idea about why the trials are ordered this way. So remember, yesterday I was pontificating about Finding Nemo, and I came up with a claim that the way that the trials are ordered for Marlin shows that he gradually loses control of things. His problem is that he's a control freak, he's over controlling, and the story is really a story of a fish who needs to learn to be less controlling. So, my thesis is here. In Finding Nemo, the order of the path of trials showcases the story of a fish who must learn to be less controlling. My prompt then, my 100 words, or in your case, 300 words, because unfortunately you don't have a discussion this week, is that you are going to prove that this is a story of a man who needs to be less controlling. So I will pull up things like my evidence about the first trial with the sharks. He's very involved in the solution. He's very trying to be in control all the time. He's not letting Dory help him. Versus the last trial where the whale is completely taking control away from him. He doesn't even ask to go into the whale. Dory does it for him. And then the whale physically carries him. He's not in charge of the direction of his travel, and he needs to learn to be okay with that. That could be a point I make. I want you to use evidence from the text, as always, and remember your in-text citations. It was brought to my attention that some of you are new to MLA format, and I will go over that with you next week. So don't worry about it this week, but that is something that's coming your way. I have here a template for a thesis statement for yourselves. In the Odyssey, the order of the path of trials showcases the story of a man who, whatever you want. Something you'll get to know about me, I don't care what you claim. You just have to be able to defend yourself. You can totally disagree with everything I have said this week. And I actually like reading those essays because they challenge me the most and they're most intellectually stimulating for me to grade. But I don't care. What is it? A story of a man who deeply loves his family? Is it a story of a man who has a power problem? Is it the story of a man who doesn't trust other? I'm just wholly on the fact that he has started with hundreds of men and he ends up coming back by himself. Think about these things. What do you want to claim this is a story about based off of the order of the path of trials? If you have any questions, please do email me. You can also come visit me really quickly if you need to after school. Um, I think that's all of the academic based things. So take class time today, write your papers, and they will be due to Google Classroom on Sunday at midnight, and I will grade them for you. Now, to business, we have decided that you all performative lit children are going to become my students. So what is going to happen next week is Monday, instead of coming to Mrs. Malmquist's old room, you will be reporting to my room, and I will adopt you as my students, and we will continue on the performative lit track, and it will be a great time. And I'm so excited. I'm peeking at the roster here, and I know a lot of you from freshman year, know a lot of you from theater, and I'm really excited to have you guys on board. And that's how we will continue. I have made a couple accommodations next week to kind of get us transitioned over to how Mrs. Bauer functions and get you kind of acclimated over here and make sure everybody's gotten what they need. If you have any questions about this, please do email me. And if there's anything you want me to know about being your teacher, that's one thing that we have missed together. Is the first week I really try to get to know my students and what your needs are and how your brains function. So if there's something you want me to know about you and how to best be your teacher that you want me to read before we meet in person, please do email me. I'm getting the legal records and such of your grades and things beforehand, but I don't have all of them yet because it's a process. But main thing, I'm your new teacher. On Monday, report to my room, 2269, right next to Mrs. Yonker's room, instead of here. And I will see you guys then. I can't wait to be your teacher.